Go inside. You're gonna bark at people.
So, man, this has got a double beveled edge on it. Jeez. Got a little rust on them on the inside. Let's see if we can clean them up on the Scotch-Brite wheel first. 100 people watching, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. It does help our little business down here in Texas grow. Your support of our YouTube channel is important to us. That looks good. Hey, Eddie. So I had sharpened for this lady back in May. I keep pretty good records. And she said she let somebody else sharpen all of her stuff a few months back. And the guy basically just put a big bevel on all the shears and didn't work the ride lines or the hone lines at all. So that drastically reduces the performance of these shears, and it's taken me a lot of work to get the ride lines back on it. I should charge her more for this, but I'm not. So we got the ride lines looking good up here. We're still real thin right in this area here. That's not critical, but I would like to have a little bit of even ride lines all up and down the blade. Getting warm in here today. I'm gonna turn some air conditioning on, fans. So if y'all hear extra noise, that's the fans coming on in the building. We're getting there. We've got about that much to go. All right, that looks pretty good. So we're going to move on. Happy New Year to everybody out there watching. I hope you'll hit that thumbs up for the channel. And if you're so inclined to subscribe to the channel, it does help our little business down here in Texas grow. Wow. That looks good. I don't like the way this looks. Venezuela, wow. You guys have been in the news today. I'm going to start from the beginning on these. I don't like the way the edge looks. Whoever the last sharpener was just ate the heck out of the blade. It's taking me a little bit to get an angle back on there. Alright, I think I got a better edge on it now. Let's keep going. Well, I appreciate everybody watching out there and keeping me company while I sharpen these pet grooming shears for a local dog groomer. Hope you're having a good day wherever you're at. Boudreaux, yeah, you'll pop a burr just like a knife. And that was a problem at first. I couldn't see the burr. Whoever sharpened it before basically created a wave in the blade, instead of it being straight across, you know? And so I had a real good burr down here, but I didn't have any burr right there, but I had burr at the tip. So I had to even that blade out a little bit. And I think I got it right at this point. No, that's not the one I want. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more pass on this. It feels better when I rub the little leather across it. I got the burr off of it, and also I got a much cleaner edge that I had before. So that looks real good. Let's do the other blade. She said some other sharpener worked on them last time and she wasn't happy, so she came back to me. Okay. Well, do me a favor and hit those thumbs up buttons out there, folks. A little bit more. I think that's a little better. Looks clean. Is everybody having a good day wherever you're at today? I hope you're in Venezuela having a good day. I don't know if it's good or bad. So I still see some damage right there. Once again, I'm going to have to start over on this blade too. There's some serious damage to the blade. Well, I'll let you go watch the news. I hope all of these shears aren't this bad. It's going to be a long afternoon then if it is. Man, this thing is just jacked up. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a new abrasive out. All right, that's much better. I think we got it where it's going to cut better. We'll find out. Looks good. Looks better than it did. But I want it to cut good too. Alright, let's go back to the stones. Shouldn't take as much work on these. Looks good. Hey, Jim. That looks good. Maybe something right at the tip. That looks good. Wow, that took me a long time for that one pair. Way too much time. There was significant damage here. Alright, if you just joined us, we're sharpening pet grooming shears for a dog groomer. So let's see if they cut. Nice in the middle, right there. Tip is what they always want, really sharp. Whoop. Look at that, nice and straight. Let's try the real fur, rabbit fur on the tip. Very good. So she can do some nice precision work around the dog. So there's one pair done. Took me, man, 30 minutes to do that one pair. That's a pain. So we're going to do the curves now. Those aren't cutting too bad. But the last sharpener, he used a twice as sharp, and he put that's 100 grit grind on there. If y'all can see that or not. Oh well. She should have came back to me. forgot to ask her when she had them sharpened. She was here in May when I sharpened all of these. She leaves them nasty, I know that. We're going to have to clean these up a little bit on the Scotch-Brite wheel. Jimmy? No, I don't. When I take a vacation, or when my wife is off and we go someplace, I do take vacation. I spent a week in Jamaica this summer. But I could work constantly. But you know, Saturdays and Sundays are my biggest day. I'm sure they are for you too. I did a bunch of clipper blades this morning, did some knives. I'm going to take a break here at noon. I don't eat until noon, at least noon every day, and not past 6 in the evening. So I'm about starving right now. If I take a day off, it's Monday or Tuesday, but I won't be able to this week. I got too much going on, got too much coming in. Monday's the slowest day usually. Weekends are where I make the money. Most of the dog groomers are closed on Sunday. Some of the mobile groomers are closed on Saturday and Sunday. Most of my dog groomers are mobile dog groomers. This one works in a shop. And so she was off today and is going to work tomorrow. And I told her, yeah, if you can get them to me on Friday night, I'll get them done on Saturday. You can come pick them up Saturday evening so you can have them on Sunday. So she'll be back this evening to pick everything up. You know, you make the money when you can. I worked 8 to 5 in an office for 29 years. And I would rather do this for the rest of my life than what I was doing for 29 years. So whoever sharpened these last used a twice as sharp and with 100 grit stone on it. So you can see the grind marks on that. It's terrible. So I'm going to have to fix it first before we get the angle right. So I'm going to fix that edge. I do too, Jimmy. Best decision I ever made was to leave financial services and do this full time. It wasn't my intention ever. Well, I wasn't ready when I did it, but anyway, it is what it is. All right, I'm going to convex these slightly just to give them a little better look. These are not convex edge shears. But that looks a lot better from what the last guy did. Now keep in mind, I don't do mobile for dog groomers. They have to bring them to me. I charge $20 for dog grooming. I charge $20 for all shears when they bring them to me. If I go to a salon or a barber shop, I charge $35 per pair with a minimum of 3 pairs for me to pack everything up and go to a salon or a barber shop. I got a call this morning from a dog groomer in Houston, wanted me to come to Sharpen. I'm like, I don't do mobile for dog groomers, I'm sorry. See, he ground that tip. I can tell it's a twice as sharp. Because the radius of the blade wasn't followed. Aaron, why don't you find a sharpener locally? There's sharpeners all over the country. Where are you at? Especially if you got a bunch of knives. Having a professional do it will save you a lot more time and effort, I'll tell you that. Phoenix, Arizona. I know there's a couple of sharpeners out there. I can't remember their names right offhand. But if you'll email me, I will send you their information. There's probably a mobile guy out there like Jimmy that'll come to your house and sharpen them. If you'll hang on just a second, we're going to go back to the other screen and you'll see my website, and you can contact me through my website and I'll send you some information. We're almost there. All right, so you can go to my website right there, sharpenright.com. There's a message feature on there, or you can email me and I'll send you some information on who's in Phoenix, Arizona. Jimmy, you know anybody in Phoenix? Right offhand? Jimmy's in the San Antonio area. Well, I'll find you somebody, Aaron. If you'll email me. Well, Jimmy, there's nobody in Corpus Christi. I know that. Because there's a dog groomer in Corpus Christi that brings everything up to me in League City. Seems like you could make a fortune in Corpus. Yes, sir. There are no sharpeners in Corpus Christi. All right, feels better. Let's see if they cut better. I did not know him. I don't know that name. How do you get into sharpening? I would suggest you learn how to sharpen knives first. And there's a ton of sharpeners in Oklahoma. I know that. But that doesn't mean if you're in a densely populated geographic area, man, that just cuts great. That is alcohol, 99% isopropyl alcohol. Well, I did hear that the guy that this guy used in Corpus did pass away, so I assume that's him. Still a catch. I would learn how to sharpen knives before you did anything else. As far as shears, you're not going to learn that on your own. you're going to have to go to somebody to get some training. So those are cutting great now. All right, I got 3 more pairs to go, but I got to get something to eat. I'm about to drop. So you guys have a good one. I might turn the camera back on later. Ryan, go to my website, Ryan, sharpenright.com. Send me an email. Jimmy, y'all have a good one. Yeah, Ryan, go to my website, sharpenright.com. Send me an email and I'll send you some information about sharpening, starting a sharpening business. Talk to you.